Emergency Manager Jim Lancey put the city to a test recently. He helped organize a regional mock disaster so city leaders could practice how they'd handle a real emergency. A fake news report helped set a serious tone for the exercise.
Good afternoon. Ed Sardella reporting for Channel 8 News with the latest information on the explosion of a passenger aircraft over the northeastern portion of Jefferson County.
Arvada, Lakewood, Wheat Ridge, Golden, and Jefferson County joined in the exercise. It involved the imagined disintegration of a jumbo jet over the region, resulting in even more deaths and damage on the ground. The scenario was eventually declared a terrorist attack, and it tested the coordination and sharing of emergency resources.
Are they being sent to the city or municipality in the greatest need? Or is it the fastest finger gets a resource, which is not a good way to prioritize and deploy resources.
Communications were put to the test with virtually every department in Arvada, from police to public works, coordinating not just with each other, but with departments in other cities, and also with something called the MAC, or Multiple Agency Command, set up at Jefferson County.
Okay, that's the news report. We're finding out a lot of the telephone numbers that we have on the comm plan list are not necessarily the correct numbers. I encourage you to call your counterparts in the other cities in the EOCs to check on their numbers.
The 2-hour exercise was designed to be as real as possible, complete with problems that creep up in any true disaster.
Did anybody notice anything peculiar about the news report?
Yeah, it said Arvada West.
Yeah, exactly. That's a huge issue. They have bad information. So the parents of those school kids are freaking out right now.
But parents are showing going up to the scene. It's very chaotic, it's very dangerous. We need to ask them to go to Stanley Lake High School.
Well, we've got multiple things going on. Our key role right now is telling parents what's going on, because we've got a lot of parents out there who are really worried about their kids, understandably so. So we're trying to figure out a place for them to go so they can find out information about their children and actually pick up their children.
Trying to correct the misinformation is a frequent challenge in any disaster, according to PIO Susan Medina.
But it's not uncommon, so that the fact that it's part of this exercise, I think, is really important, because it's something that happens usually at most every incident.
This mock disaster presents other challenges, too, in just about every place in the city.
We've got a pretty gruesome scene, so we've got some neighbors with potential body parts in their yards. We're staging the media, and we're trying to relay information to the media via these news briefings at the scene and then through news releases that we're doing. I'm calling Maria right now. She's my PIO link upstairs getting information. I'm going to call her to let her know what we're doing. I'm doing a couple news releases.
Along with the Emergency Operations Center, where Public Works, police, fire, and others are coordinating resources for the field, there's a communications room at City Hall.
Do we have working numbers in here?
Yes.
Call-in numbers?
And upstairs, the policy group gathers with City Manager Craig Koshin to oversee things such as emergency spending or communications with City Council members.
Public Works have shifted their teams and their resources. They are deploying sand trucks and sweepers to deal with the fuel spill. Fire requested the railroad be shut down. We were all pretty impressed with that. Purchasing is taking care of the contracts that are coming in as needed. Advised them, and they already knew that emergency spending had been authorized.
As Emergency Manager Jim Lancey checks on progress in all 3 rooms, he also has his own set of tasks to take care of.
I need to fax our disaster declaration to the county. That is a procedure that's followed through the county. They'll send it up to the state so that we can request through the county state resources and, if need be, federal resources. I thought everybody in the room that participated in the exercise took it seriously, and that was the important thing.
I think oftentimes we say, well, it really doesn't apply on a day-to-day basis. Baloney, because we could walk out of here and be back in here in 5 minutes. Okay, so I appreciate all this, and Jim, I appreciate the hard work that you guys do and the county does in putting this stuff together and making sure that we work through it all.
Emergency Manager Jim Lancey says feedback from the exercise will be used to improve the city's performance, and more exercises in the future will continue to build on that experience.